Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Portal Reloaded. Let's continue. Mm, I'm tempted to say that last puzzle was a little difficult again, but frankly I'm going to say that on every puzzle, so we just need to move forward. We have probably about 4 left.
Here's a fun experiment. Listen carefully. The next thing you will do is jump in 3, 2, 1. It appears that the universe is strictly deterministic, and everything you do is already predetermined.
So I suppose if I didn't jump, you would have gotten a different prompt there, but I did press the A button to jump. They're definitely playing with the concept of the time travel aspects. I guess these little red things are either portal guns or radios. They're moving a little too fast for me to get a good look at them in the tubes. And we're seeing the tubes here, but I don't expect to actually use them in any way. And we are, I think, in the future, so they said turrets didn't make it to the future, so if those are turrets, I guess maybe that was a lie. Alright. I just walked on that. Let's see. Different colored companion cubes. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like one more light bridge puzzle and then we start to see puzzles that use potentially elements from everything we've learned up until this point. I'm not expecting to really see anything else new. 20 of 25. We've got a box coming out from there. We've got a target there, we've got a laser there, we've got a light bridge here. Alright. What would be funny is if this actually was a fairly simplistic puzzle and all you had to do is just stand on the switch and it solved itself. Nothing secret down there. Nothing secret down this way. Right, so the button is there, which means we just need to do this, I guess. Just reach over and hit the button. Okay. We'll go into the future and see what the future looks like. Future also releases a cube. Okay. So we need to get the cube to be blocked by this, I imagine. Or we could potentially not use the time portal at all, because it does seem like we have a different source. Let's just stand over this bridge and then put an orange portal here. Okay. So the run now, make sure there isn't a secret place that we can go. The run now, I think, really is just about being in the right timeline at the right point to grab the box. Which effectively, I think that means that we need an orange portal here, or we need a time portal here. Yeah, because if you had the box cube right here in the future one, that may be what's necessary, is to drop it down this way. There would have to be the future cube, and then that would just destroy the present cube. And why is there a cube way over there? I mean, I'm not wrong about that. That is just straight up a cube. Alright. Would there be any way to get to that cube? I don't think so. Okay. See, that actually is already good. So, actually having a cube in the way to block the door, I don't think makes a lot of sense. But maybe it does. There might be a whole staggered method that has to happen here, where you put the future cube here, then you drop the future cube to get up high. Yeah, that probably is the solution. Okay. Guess the question though just comes down to this. What I would like to have happen here is I'd like to be able to press the button and then run out to this point. Okay. Well, this is gonna... Can I do this? Let's see. Let's see. If we have the portal coming from the past to the future, which it does seem like that's doable. Although not super doable. Is that okay. I think I can do this. It's gonna be something like put the time portal here and then place that there. Try to get that as lined up as possible. Right, place the blue portal here to walk back to this point. Place the blue portal here, walk back to this point. We are now ready to travel. Maybe crouch down and just get through there. Now it's all about just changing the placement in the future of these portals. Which is, I think, to say, where do I need to change it? Probably the blue one to down there. Or maybe the orange one down there. So far so good. Looks like that'll work. So we hit this, we run back this way, and we prepare for it to bounce. What happened there? Ooh, it's lower. Okay. If I was to jump down this way, it'd be a little risky. Let's go. A little risky to do it that way, and unnecessary, almost certainly. Okay. Now, I think what you do is you just crawl through the time portal Will that fall downward in the right place? My hope is yes. So, oddly, in this puzzle, it doesn't seem like you really need to do anything with the cube in the present day. Like, well, no, I may need to do something with the cube in the present day. Because now I need to destroy the cube. Which means I would need the future cube somewhere where I could activate it. There's just portals, and portals are about the only thing I could do here without messing this up. There's no destroy the future instance button or anything like that. And yeah, this just does not get close enough. There's not a portal over here. Okay. We did it mostly right. I'm not gonna say completely right, but to a certain level. we did it right. Just need to now get the cube from the future. So that's going to be the trick. I think the trick really was just to do that. And then come over here and do that. Oops. Well, that wasn't it, obviously. Okay. The problem is that the portals get moved. So I need to I don't know if there really is a solution here then in that aspect. Because if I put the green time portal there, it just would bounce back. So all I can really do is either move the blue or move the orange completely. They really shouldn't have this broken glass here. Well, there is... ooh, I guess an aspect to that I hadn't thought about. Let's try that out. Okay. We can turn that to make that hit, or we could turn that to make that hit, which either one of those would fairly well work. To stopping it from getting hit here. The problem though is that still feels like a future solution instead of a present solution. Like, best case scenario, you do this and then you shoot something like that, it hits that, then you try and shoot something like that. I guess maybe that is the trick we're going for here. Is to take advantage of the delay and get two shots as quickly as possible. You're really setting yourself up for potential failure. Where you will accidentally fall in the water. And so there's just a whole aspect to this. I think I have to run too. I think I have to run back. And catch it. I don't think it will nicely land And this is kind of the problem that it's showing its head again after many gameplays of just the kind of wonkiness of the controls. They're not quite as tight as I recall the original games, the official games, were. And so, yep, that was doomed to happen eventually. Interestingly, I'm in a different checkpoint than where I would have thought I should have been. Maybe the game thinks I'm further along than I really am. But yeah, I am definitely not really confident with my ability to shoot. And it really is just going to be a bounce thing. I don't see any way that I could turn around and run fast enough on this. Hit this. Go as far back as this way. Didn't even get the right angle. Don't fall to our deaths though. Is there possibly a different place I could put it? Here. Shoot. There. Shoot. There. Because you have to wait for it to bounce, and that wait for it to bounce element is just going to be the thing that slows you down too much. Unless there's something else I'm missing here that I could do. Maybe. I might be overly complicating this because I'm trying to solve this like a Portal 2 puzzle instead of trying to solve this like a Portal Reloaded puzzle with time travel. Let's question that. No, I don't think so. Because the thing here is that time travel portal doesn't really do anything for us once we shoot that there, because we wouldn't hit that, and so there's no way it would give us anything of value. Maybe put that there and that there. Does that do anything for us? No, because as soon as we move the blue portal, it's once again just not helpful. So yeah, it does just seem like it's a case of you just have to hit it on the edge here and as far forward here, and you're just gonna have to keep on trying until you get to that. That one actually probably would have worked, but I needed to have shot it there, so it isn't quite on the edges so much. Maybe the goal is to actually have it land here, because it kind of doesn't matter where it lands. Alright, let's try that instead. That doesn't really feel like that's giving you enough room. Would there be a way to get a wall on both sides so it would bounce back and forth? That would be cool looking, but I don't think there's a way you can actually do that. If you did stop it here, then that would give you a lot more opportunity to not have it angle and bounce back as much. But that's an even tighter shot. Yeah. And all the puzzles, for the most part, up until this point, have been more around that idea of being puzzles that you can slowly solve instead of high action things. Portal even has a game built on an action focused engine. Never really that big of a action experience, and doesn't, I think, really work as an action experience. Right. I could probably just grab it if I shot here and tried to run. Let's give that a try. I'm not horribly off from that. But boy, you're just gonna have to line up everything fairly nicely. If you hit an edge while going through a portal, you're gonna fail. If you don't move at pretty much the fastest speed you can, you're gonna fail. I would have grabbed that. Right, so stand as close to the edge here where you still can activate the switch. And then run over here, and grab it. Okay. The next step here is to just take this with us back this way. Put this down. And then, let's see. I think the next step to this is probably to do this. Come back through here. Right. We've got to figure out where to put this cube at the current time so we can then go get the past cube. Alright. in the future, this would, well, that would be down there. Which this may just mean we have to get the past cube a couple times. Because I can't put the future cube here. And we can go in the past. And see what this. And then we can put that down. Right. So as crazy it may sound, I think the trick may be to fling it. But if I pick this up and fling it over here, it'll go back up higher. And then I may not be able to even get it in the future. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we just block it with our body. I don't think we can really block it with our body. Nope. Just goes through you and noticeably doesn't actually burn you. The future version, or the present version of the cube here, would be wrong. It needs to be the future version of the cube here. Which just means I think that this cube Yeah, I guess my only hope is to start with just see if I can reach this cube when I'm on the platform, because that seems like all I really need to do is just reach it. And pick it up, maybe. Maybe we'll take it with us and see if we can escape with the cube. I doubt. In the original games, yes, there were some times where you could try and escape with a cube and do some extra tricks. I'm not particularly thinking that's going to happen here. Right. Okay. We are here now. I just need to move that there. And that will lower that. And crouch down and see if we can pick that up. No. Can't get an angle on this, can you? I wonder. Well, that's not the solution. But this moved down and up, and this moved down and up, and getting it up that high doesn't seem doable. There's no platforms here, and no way to press the button, or anything like that. Okay. You can bump these, but not quite as much as you'd think. Okay. I guess the question would come down to if I had this, say, here, and move that. Does this bump it enough to destroy it? I think it does. Be very careful here as to how I'm going to play this. Okay. Now we need to just go grab the future one, which is not hard to do. You just grab it, put it here. Nope, we take it with us to the future, to the present. I'm not doing a good job keeping the present and the future straight in my head, suffice it to say. Okay. Right, this is going to be where we have trouble. Because I need, without bumping that, to get into the orange portal. Unless I'm just really inefficiently using the time portal, which I probably am. Let's try. See if we can do a better job with the time portal. Yeah, I think we can. We'll get in the correct position like that, and then we'll move the time portal here, so we're in the right time line. Okay, good. So now it's either move the time portal or move the blue portal. And it doesn't actually hurt me to move the blue portal, so we'll do that to start with. That's step 1. And that's step 2.
You are a very smart test subject. If the universe really was deterministic, we would have already known the outcome of this test, which might make this compliment seem unnecessary. If you feel that you have been receiving too many compliments, feel free to ignore the previous statements.
So what room is that? 20? We think there's 25. These are getting longer and longer. Hopefully they don't get extremely longer or extremely more difficult, but I am definitely having to think in 4 dimensions much more than you normally would. As I said in a previous recording, really when you want time travel in games, at least from my own personal opinion, you just want to be able to undo a mistake. You just want to be able to rewind something like Sands of Time. Or you want it to be storyline based, in which, like, at the very end of the game you realize that you're caught in a loop and that you caused all the events. Or even if you were to do something like the Bill and Ted first movie, where you're just going back in certain sequences to help yourself, even that might be alright. I think I've played like one point and click adventure that's sort of like that. Couldn't tell you the name of it though. But yeah, just being able to jump from what is effectively a different dimension or a different time back and forth is not something that we have been trained to wrap our brains around. And as far as new ideas in video games, they're kind of slow and hard to grasp on. Usually, if there is an innovation, it's something that is fairly iterative and natural, and it's just, oh, we've improved how the game controls, or we've added a feature. Japanese RPGs are kind of an example of games that really haven't iterated enough and evolved enough, so you are seeing a ton of button presses and a ton of repetitive actions, whereas if you could just kind of script your actions, it would speed up the whole process quite a bit and not take as much time as once they did. Whereas quick time events are the exact opposite comparison, where they have scripted, the programmer of the game has scripted all the actions, and so all you're doing is tapping X a bunch and it's playing off a cutscene where X is not even really connected to the actions being shown to you, and that's too extreme in the other direction. But yeah, major improvements tend not to happen, and time travel really feels like a concept that really would require a lot of people to think long and hard about before they got it right. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and give me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.